spending almost 3 years renovating this house in Seattle, and the basement is really the last step in that. The main floor is done, as you can see here from the dining room. The paint is great, by the way. This is from the chandelier on the reflection. So we're done with the main room. You've seen the attic. We're done with the attic. We're done with the bathroom. We're done with the kitchen. This basement is the last little piece, and we're trying to get it taken care of before Christmas in 2018. So we're on that final push, and so I'm going to take you through all the steps to this point, and then there'll be a second part of this video with the final wrap up. All right. So this is the initial layout of the unfinished side of the basement. Once we got the framing in, the plumbing in, the electrical started to run, that sort. This is before the floor got leveled, any tile went in the bathroom for the shower and that sort. But you can see what the layout of the basement will be with the stud walls and the Dutch door and that sort. Sheetrock is on. We've got the Carrara marble threshold covered up just because of the traffic. The grout is in. Walls, floor, shower, niche. So we're going to let it dry for 3 days and then paint the walls. Alright. I went ahead and knocked together a medicine cabinet for the basement bathroom in about 45 minutes to my wife's specifications. I put in some 1/4-inch cuts for glass shelves to match the medicine cabinet upstairs, and then there'll be a framed mirror around here with offset hinges. So, and then there's enough room, of course, for the switch cover that will be for the wall heater going here. One of the nice things about this particular medicine cabinet is how deep it is. So lots of vitamins and such, and then room for larger stuff on the bottom and the top, just kind of depending on where you want to put it. Coat-ish on the bathroom walls, 2 coats on the ceiling, and my wife has chosen a lavender color paint for the downstairs bathroom. It's her bathroom. I may have gone with an Abbey white or a little bit of a gray white, but my opinion matters very little in this. As we have done all the work in the basement, finishing the second half, I realized that I didn't really update the drywall and the finishing and some of the paint in the bathroom or the trim. Shame on me. Where we are now is all the trim is in and we're ready to paint. So I thought that this might be a good time just to kind of take you through to see where we are right now. Well, I'm going to roll most of the basement, but I'm going to spray the ducts. The ducts get a special paint. So I've masked off some of like the sink and the dryer, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray the ductwork. I did mask off the HVAC unit because that doesn't need to be painted. All this will get rolled and brushed, and then of course all of this will be painted with the sprayer. There we go. That's probably a better shot of everything that we're going to spray. And why probably I'm going to spray it instead of brushing it or rolling it. It would just take forever. But again, this will all be rolled. So, and then I'm not bringing the big sprayer in. I'm using the tiny little Graco that I usually use for indoor stuff. So there we are. Okay, let's see how it went. I got about half a gallon on the ductwork, and I think pretty good coverage. No drips, no crazy runs, nothing like that. So let's take a look. Here we are at the end of day one painting with all the primer on the ducts, all of the drywall sealed, all the primer on the exposed wood parts, some old ceiling from the 60s that I did not switch out with the drywall here just because I don't want to break into that. Anyway, let's see what else we have. I went ahead and recoated the basement walls with a waterproofer. Probably 3 or 4 coats already on there, but it never hurts to put a little more. So I'm not super thrilled with the bleed through that I got on the primer that I picked up. So we'll see how it does with one more coat. If that doesn't cover it, if it doesn't completely stop the bleed through, then I'm going to go to Benjamin Moore and pick up some super serious quality primer. So, all right, there we go. Again, all the drywall is primed, all the trim is filled and primed. I still need to put caulk in the cracks, and yeah, even prime the door there, and it will be white on this side and red on the outside. We have a coat of the final paint on the ceiling and on all the ductwork, as well as a single coat of trim paint. Pretty happy with that. It is bedlam in here. Yeah, I got both doors painted. Again, ceiling, really happy with all of that. Really happy with all of this. Not happy about... What is that? That looks like water seeping through a junction where we poured the new bathroom slab. Son of a bitch. If it's not one thing, it's another. I gotta go outside and check the downspout and see if it's clogged. See why I'm getting water underneath my basement slab. I may have been a little premature, but I went ahead and put some of the reclaimed carpet squares in and moved some of the furniture in for what will be the basement workroom. There's still a bunch of stuff that needs to happen with wiring and plugs, and then I need to put some shelves in and do some cleaning and add some more carpet. So, in the second part of this video, I'll go ahead and show the outside of the door finished in that work area there that I already started populating with furniture a little prematurely. I will show the installation of the shelves and then what the final setup is with my 3D printers, with the CNC, the little tiny 5-axis CNC machine, and some of the other stuff that will go kind of in that little basement workroom workshop. And I'm not really going for you know, the whole like in the house library den, man cave, man room, Edwardian library feel, or the Dexter's Laboratory thing for me. So anyway, the second part of this video will illustrate all that. So thanks.